In fact, she I have you all sit up there in the press Test, test. I could do that as long as I have time between that. I have like 10 minutes between the time I announce back. Blue, blue. Good afternoon and welcome to Hillsborough Stadium for today's broadcast between the Banks Braves and the Dayton Pirates in a big non-league 3A softball matchup for these two teams. Banks coming off of a 9-6 victory at Seaside on or at home over Seaside on Monday. Batting first will be the visiting team, Dayton Pirates. Leading off, number 4, second baseman Lou Avi. Hitting second, number 1, right fielder Emmy Riley. Batting third, number 14, starting pitcher Rachel Baumholtz. Hitting cleanup, third baseman number 5, Charlie Upmeyer, number 17. Batting fifth, catcher number 6, Sophie Sweeney. First baseman number 7, Gabby Chupp. Bat in the 6th spot. Hitting 7th, Hayden Bell in left field, number 12. Batting 8th, number 9 in center field, Jaden Mayhew. And rounding out the hitting order for the Pirates at shortstop, number 5, Bella Bella Lopez. For the Braves, defensively, starting pitcher this afternoon will be number 32, Emberly Richardson. Catcher number 5, Madison Turner. At first base, number 9, Chloe Long. Second baseman, number 14, Naomi Brown. Shortstop, number 10, Brooklyn Evans. At third base, number 77, Sydney Phillips. And in the outfield, left fielder will be number 12, Adeline Stewart. Center fielder, number 2, Brooklyn Robinson. And in right field, number 21, Michaela Prevost. Non-starters for the Braves, number 6, Natalie Potter. Oh, we don't want to forget designated player, number 1, Addie Kennedy. Non-starters for the Braves, number 6, Natalie Potter. Number 4, Ailey Lucia. Number 16, Lillian Potter. Number 44, Kenzie Turner. And number 37, Sawyer Peters. Banks baseball and softball will be home the next 2 days in a row to take on St. Helens as the coaches wrap up their home plate meeting with the umpires. Banks will be in their navy blue uniforms, white Braves block font lettering across the chest, white numerals, text with Vegas gold trim, and white numerals with Vegas gold trim on the back of the uniforms. Dayton maroon uniforms, white numbers, black trim, black pants with maroon socks. Braves with navy blue pants and navy blue socks. No real good access to public address. We are going to have Dayton's sideline provide a national anthem, so we will have that, but no official introduction for players. And we're just about set for first pitch between the Banks Braves and the Dayton Pirates in a neutral site game for both teams. Banks, the closest of the two teams geographically, so they will be the designated home team. And beyond the field first, starting pitcher for the Braves, Emily Richardson, number 32. Softball fields here at Hillsborough Stadium on an all-turf facility on the backside of the football complex, just south of Highway 26 at the Cornelius Pass exit. Portland Cascade, Athletes Unlimited Softball League coming to Hillsborough Hop's former field starting in June, late June into July with a 25-game schedule. A 4-team National League. Athletes Unlimited, if you're not familiar with them, an all-female group of sports leagues and basketball league as well, similar to the WNBA. And we're ready. Ready to go for the first pitch. Leading off for Dayton, number 4, Lou Avi, the second baseman for the Pirates. First pitch a little bit high and outside, ball 1. Richardson looks down at her pitch. Set of pitches and throws a strike that time, 1-1. Has a list on her left elbow similar to what you might see for a quarterback for play calling in high school football. 1-1 the count. Pitch from Richardson way outside, lost the grip on that. 2-1 the count to Avi. Two-one pitch, low roller foul, left, right of the bag at first. 2-2. Two-two pitch, waits on it, grounder to third, throw to first is a little bit low, but in time for out number 1. That'll bring up the second hitter of the game for Dayton, number 1, right fielder Emmy Riley, a left-handed hitter. 1 out for Dayton in the top of the first. Emberly gets a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. One pitch, misses way up high and outside. Count is even, 1 ball and 1 strike. One from Richardson, misses way outside that time. 2 balls and 1 strike. Completely flat field, no mound even inside the pitching circle. Pitch is fouled back off to the left side, just behind home plate. 2-2. Richardson. 2-2 pitch. Kind of a half swing. Way too slow to catch up to that pitch on an off-speed pitch on the outside edge for out number 2. Starting pitcher for Dayton, number 14, Rachel Baumholtz. Richardson steps through it, but never swung the bat on a called strike. Start the at-bat 0-1. Pitch misses outside. Again, the count is even. 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch, knuckled foul up the third base side into the top of the back screen. 1-2. Richardson and the Braves 1 pitch away from a 1-2-3 start contest. And a couple pitches to play with, misses outside that time. Count again is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Seems like every hitter Richardson has had so far to start the game got a 2 count. Up outside, just misses. Count is full for the first time this afternoon. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Rachel Baumholtz. Popped up to the left side. That's going to drift down the line and be caught by Brooklyn Evans in shallow left field. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Pirates go in order in the top of the first after half an inning, no score. Back in just a moment.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
Jason, let's go see your room.
No, that's not right. How was it? Is it good?
And we're back for softball broadcast of the season for the Banks Braves as they take on the Dayton Pirates in what, if this were a late season matchup, would be a top 10 matchup for these two teams. Dayton, I believe, defeated Banks last year on the road, and the year before that, these two teams played at Dayton in the playoffs. A big victory for the Pirates. Leading off for the Braves, number 10, shortstop, Brooklyn Evans. Rachel Baumholtz gets the start in the circle for the Pirates. First pitch taken all the way for a strike at the knees, 0-1. Chatter from the Braves dugout. Shows bunt foul off the plate. 0-2. Glenn Evans, Braves shortstop, leading off to start the game offensively for Banks. Pitches way up in the strike zone, up around the neck of Brooklyn, 1-2. A little bit of a late swing, lifted way foul out of play off to the right side. Count remains 1-2 strikes to Brooklyn Evans. One-two pitch, swung on a pitch low, throw to first is in time for out number one, and Brooklyn Evans goes down 5-3 to open the game offensively for the Braves, 1 out. Now batting for Banks, number 14. Naomi Brown, second baseman. Pitch again, strike at the knees over the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Grounder back up the middle is going to get through for a 1-out single for Naomi Brown. First hit of the game for either side. Now batting for the Braves with a runner aboard, number 77, Sydney Phillips, center fielder. First pitch up and away, ball one. The 1-0 popped up, jammed her on a pitch on the inside part of the plate, and it's going to be caught by the second baseman, Avi, number 4 for Dayton. 2 outs for the Braves in the bottom of the first. Now we'll bring up number 9, 4-hitter, first baseman Chloe Long. Pitch a little bit high, close, but get that down a little bit to be called a strike, 1-0. 1-0 pitch is lined down the left field line. That's going to get all the way to the temporary fence. Rounding third, they're going to send her to the plate. Naomi Brown, the play is not going to be in time, and she's going to score on the second hit of the game. A 2-out double from Chloe Long, and the Braves are up 1-0. So Chloe Long with a 2-out double to score Naomi Brown on a close play at the plate. Throw came in just a little bit late, 1-0 Braves. 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Pitch from Baumholtz. Low and outside, ball one. Swung on and down the left field line. It's going to drop foul, 1-1. Or down the right field line, foul about halfway between the railing and the first base line. One and one the count. The hitter number 1, Addie Kennedy. Designated player takes a called strike 2 at the knees. Kennedy, or Dayton, I almost said Kennedy. Kennedy is the hitter. Kennedy also a school Banks is familiar with, but not in softball. 1-2 the pitch and jammed her. It's going to be popped. Oh, it lands fair. Dayton waited for it too long, and the plate of the plate. It's going to be a bloop double down the right field line, just in fair territory, and that's going to score Chloe Long for the second run of the game. Still a runner in scoring position for the Braves with Kennedy at second. Pitches outside for ball one. Pitch from Baumholtz down and in. Hamder's going to get foul onto the cart path. 1-1. Two nothing Braves on 3 hits in the inning. A single, a bloop double, and another double. Pitch is got back to the pitcher. This should do it for the first inning. And that's out number 3. But the Braves score 2 runs on a bloop double down the right field line. A double down the left field line for the first run of the game. And after 1 full inning, it's Banks 2, Dayton nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Visit Main Street Pizza in Banks, located next to Jim's Market, for the best pizza in Washington County. From loaded hot baked subs to a Main Street special pizza piled high, we will satisfy your pizza cravings. We've been serving and supporting the Banks community since 1986. Open daily at 11 a.m. Call ahead now to place your order at 503-324-5858 or follow us on Facebook to see our daily lunch specials. Mention this radio ad and receive $2 off any Main Street pizza.
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way, my kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
And we're back top of the second inning. Braves a 2-0 lead over Dayton. Leading off the top of the second for the Pirates. I believe Charlie Upmeyer, third baseman number 17. First pitch swung on and missed, 0-1. Off speed, drop pitch, beautiful from Amberly Richardson, 0-2 the count. Really comes with the 0-2, waves at 1, slow roller to second, the toss easily to first. She could have just reached her hand out almost and handed the ball to Chloe Long, out number 1. Naomi Brown at second base, making the play that time. Time has been called by Dayton for offensive instruction for Sophie Sweeney by the Dayton third base coach. Sophie Sweeney, Pirates catcher at the plate with 1 out for Dayton. First pitch from Richardson, lobs it, kind of lost the handle a little bit, up out of the strike zone for ball 1. jammed her on a pitch that dropped late, but in tight, 2-0. And this is the first hitter that Richardson has really fell behind by any serious margin. And pops it straight up. Naomi Brown takes a couple of steps, makes the catch at second base for out number 2. Now at the play for the Pirates, number 7, first baseman Gabby Chupp. Richardson just misses outside. Trying to catch the right front corner of the plate. 1-0. Dayton has not had a base runner through the first inning and 2/3. Low and inside, nearly hit her in the side of the leg. 2-0. Pitch is grounded to short. Throw to first in time. Another 1-2-3 inning performed by Amberly Richardson after the 6-3 put out on the toss across from Evans to Chloe Long to end the second for Dayton after 1.5. Still the Braves 2 and the Pirates nothing. We'll be back in just a moment.
For more than 45 years, Housemaster has been offering residential and commercial inspection services with more than 200 locations across the U.S. and Canada. We've helped more than 3.5 million buyers and sellers make important real estate decisions. Housemaster of Southwest Portland helps local residents make the right choice when purchasing a residential or commercial property. Call Housemaster of Southwest Portland 971-245-2500 or visit their website housemaster.com/southwest-Portland.
Transaction Transmission in the heart of Banks specializes in transmission repair, but they service all types of vehicle repairs and makes and models. 5-star reviews and quality workmanship you can trust. Owner Joey Tardio doesn't just repair vehicles, he eats, sleeps, and breathes all things auto-related as an auto racer March through October. Trust your vehicle to Transaction Transmission at the end of Sunset Avenue in the heart of Banks. Call 503-359-9141. And we're back, bottom of the second inning. Braves trying to add to their 2-0 lead after they recorded a 2 doubles and a single for 2 runs to start the game offensively. First pitch is line foul into the top of the back screen, 0-1. Oh-1 pitch, jammed her on the opposite side. Fouls it up the third base side, 0-2. Brooklyn Robinson, center fielder, leading off the second for the Braves. And that's going to be a line to right field for out number 1. Making the catch, Emmy Riley for Dayton for the first out in the bottom of the second. Batting for Banks, Michaela Prevost. Fly ball deep to right, but again, it will be caught by the right fielder for out number 2. Dayton looking for their first 1-2-3 inning after back-to-back fly balls to right field. Coming to the plate for 2 outs, with 2 outs for the Braves. Madison Turner, Braves catcher. Pitch is low as it skips to the right side of the batter's box. 1-0. Again, misses low, brings it up a little bit, but still not up within the knee range. 2-0. Late swing, slow grounder to second. Underhand toss to first. 1-2-3. Dayton sets down the Braves in the bottom of the second after 2 full innings. Still the Braves 2 and the Pirates nothing. We'll be back with the top of the third inning in just a moment.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff, like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size. Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right seat.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
And we're back top of the third inning, leading off for Dayton. Number 12 left fielder Hayden Bell. Dayton still has not had a base runner through the first 2 innings. Perfect game so far for Emberly Richardson. Pitch just misses outside, ball 1. Ooh, backed her off the plate, but gets enough of the inside corner for strike 1. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch is skipped to the plate that time, 2-1. Richardson, 2-1 pitch. Strike at the bottom edge of the zone, 2-2. Richardson 2-2 pitch is going to be, oh, nice effort, but it's going to drop for the first hit of the game for Dayton. A bloop single to shallow center for first hit of the game for the Pirates. And punted right in front of the plate beautifully. The only play is to first high. They will get the out at first base. And that is the first out of the game now. Batting Bottom of the order, Bella Lopez. Shortstop for the Pirates. Is on a hop to second, throw to first is in time. 2 outs. Runner will advance to third on the play. Richardson swung on and kind of flopped foul into the Pirates dugout off the first base side. 0-1. Richardson wants a new ball. 0-1 the count. Braves a 2-0 lead. 2 outs in the top of the third. And, oh, nice effort, but that's going to get passed for. Oh, on a late call. I think she, had she not slid, she would have been safe. But Pirates will score a run on the play on the fly ball to left center. The final out that will come on a play at second after 2.5. Pirates now on the board. It's Banks 2 and Dayton 1.
Proudly serving our neighbors in Washington County since 1946, LaHaye's is your destination for locally made Letterman's jackets, custom embroidery for business apparel or a unique gift, and scouting uniforms and supplies. LaHaye's is on the corner of 3rd and Main in historic downtown Hillsboro. Open Wednesday through Friday, 10 to 6, Saturday, 10 to 4, and anytime online at lahayes.com or call us at 503-648-2341.
And we're back, bottom of the third inning. Dayton does get their first run of the game after picking up 2 hits in the inning, but they ended the inning on a controversial call at second base that Dayton coaching staff came out and discussed with both infield and outfield umpires. 1 run on 2 hits in the inning for Dayton. Banks 2 runs on 3 hits that came in the top of the first inning to start the game. In the bottom of the first inning to start the game offensively. Leading off for the Braves, top of the order, number 10, shortstop Brooklyn Evans. High fastball. Brooklyn can't catch up, 0-1. Bounced well in front of the plate, 1-1. One pitch. Late called strike, cutting inside. 1-2. Not foul. To the low cut hedge off the first base side. Beyond the cart path. Still 1-2. Strike three called on a late called strike on the inside part of the plate for out number one. Batting for the Braves, Naomi Brown trying to get her second hit of the game. Oh, an incredible effort to make the catch, sliding into shallow left field by Dayton. Emmy Riley making the grab for out number two. Robbed Naomi Brown of what would have been her second base hit and possibly extra bases had she come up short on the dive attempt. It most likely would have bounced past her and reached well beyond into the outfield. First pitch to Sydney Phillips is a called strike 0-1. Grounded underneath the glove of the shortstop, and the Braves have their fourth base hit of the game. Sid is aboard with a ground ball to the left side past the diving shortstop for a 2-out single. Batting number 9, first baseman Chloe Long. First pitch grounded to third, throw to first is in time, and that will do it for the Braves in the bottom of the third. No runs, one base hit on a 2-out single to left, and after 3 full innings, we go to the top of the fourth. Still Banks 2, Dayton 1. Whether it's a steaming hot old-fashioned cup of joe or hot chocolate on a cold winter day, or an ice-cold Italian soda or iced coffee on a hot summer day, any time is a great time to stop by Scoggins Creek Coffee. With 2 locations in Gaston and Yamhill Carlton, their warm and friendly baristas will get you the delicious drink of your choice. Scoggins Creek Coffee, call 503-985-3483, 503-985-3483. And we're back, top of the fourth inning. Banks 2, Dayton 1. Banks 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. Dayton 1 run, 2 hits, no errors. Been a pretty clean game, both sides defensively. Both teams, actually Dayton making a great grab, diving in left shallow field in the bottom of the third. Batting left fielder number 1, Emmy Riley, and coming in to make the catch for the Braves, Michaela Prevost for out number 1. First pitch to starting pitcher Rachel Baumholtz, skips past the plate and rolls all the way to the backstop for ball 1. And that one is overcorrected and lobbed up high, 2-0. And driven through a pitch down in the strike zone. It's going to get all the way to the fence for a 1-out double for Dayton, and the tying run is aboard with 1 out in the top of the fourth. And time called as Braves head coach Pete Gonzalez will come out to meet with Emberly Richardson. 2 runs, 4 hits for the Braves, 1 run on 4 hits for Dayton with 1 out in the top of the 4th, and the tying run in scoring position at second base after a double a moment ago from Pirates starter Rachel Baum. And that will indeed be it for Emberly Richardson. Naomi Brown will come in from second base to take over inside the circle for the Braves. Nice effort from Emberly Richardson. 3 1/3 innings completed, allowing just 1 run on 4 base hits. We'll be back after this pitching change in just a moment.
Are you looking for a job with flexible hours, a way to support your community, or a first step toward a career in education? ESS has exciting substitute teacher and paraprofessional openings at schools throughout Eastern Yamhill, Columbia, and Washington counties. You'll enjoy creating your own schedule with weekly pay, ongoing training, and benefits. Begin your rewarding career in education by applying today at ess.com.
Explore your world with Donna Mallard Hawkins at Infinity Escapes Travel. She's a Banks alum and can help you find great deals on cruises with Regent Seven Seas and discounts on guests with Virgin Voyages and Royal Caribbean. Want to stay ashore? Check out featured tours like National Parks of the American West, night tours of Croatia and Madagascar. Book your next vacation with Donna Mallard Hawkins and Infinity Escapes Travel, calling 823-634-8080 or visit infinityescapestravel.com. And we're back. New pitcher for the Braves, number 14, starting second baseman Naomi Brown. Pitch a little bit low, ball 1. Batting Charlie Epmeyer, third baseman for the Pirates. Misses well inside, 2-0. Ooh, and it's going to go off the shin of Naomi Brown, no play. So that will go as an infield hit. Runners at the corners, 1 out. Now Dayton in business with the tying run at third, and they're going to go out and make sure Naomi Brown is okay. Smiling about it, but pretty impressive for her if she's not got at least serious bruise on the bottom part of her chin and kick towards short for an infield base hit off the bottom of the right leg of Naomi Brown. Braves need a double play now in the worst way possible with runners at the corners and a 2-1 lead. Pitch down and in, ball 1. Dayton hitter catcher number 6, Sophie Sweeney. Top of the 4th, Braves a 2-1 lead, 1 out, runners at the corners for the Pirates. Naomi Brown inside the circle. Late called strike on a breaking ball cutter inside. His bounce to the plate gets away from Turner, and that will allow the runner at first second base. Won the count, 1 out, and that takes away at least the conventional 6-4-3 double play. Pitch from Brown. And that's going to be over the head of the right fielder all the way to the wall. And one run will score. Play at the plate, no throw. Throw to third is not in time. And now Dayton with the 3-2 lead. Still just one out. Runner at third, 3-2 Dayton after 2 runs in the inning. Brown kicking high, ball 1. Pitch inside 2-0. Gabby Chupp, first baseman, the hitter for Dayton. 2 runs after a triple to right field for Sophie Sweeney. Grounder past the diving effort of the shortstop. Another base hit for Dayton, and it's 4-2. Dayton will try to continue the attack with 1 out and the hitter, number 12, Hayden Bell. Nice pitch taken outside half of the plate, 1-1. Nice off-speed drop pitch, 1-2. Swung on and missed. Couldn't time it. Ooh, just low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bases. Runner at first for Dayton. Count. Jammed her down and in. Slapped foul. Well beyond the off the first base side. Still 2-2 the count. 1 out. Runner at first. 3 runs in the top of the fourth for Dayton. Now a 4-2. 2-2. Check swing may be a little bit low, but able to hold up, and apparently too low for home plate umpire's liking. 3-2 the count. And that's going to get down into left field. Another base hit. Runners at first and second. Still only 1 out for the Pirates, and the barrage continues. I think we're going to have a number 15 off the bench for Dayton. Lexi Upmeyer will come in for this at bat for Dayton. So Lexi Upmeyer will come in place of Jaden Mayhew with 1 out in the top of the fourth for Dayton. Runners at first and second, and 3 runs already in the inning. Banks had a 2-0 lead early. The pitch, breaking ball again. Apparently just misses low, ball 1. That's got to be a strike, and it is. 1-1 the count. 1 out, runners at first and second for Dayton, and Lexi Upmeyer, her first at bat for Dayton. Off speed, gets a late swing and a knuckleball off the end of the bat, straight back, 1-2. Spins the ball in her right hand, loses the grip, and it dribbles way inside, low. 2-2. Off speed, pitch for a swinging third strike for out number 2. Bottom of the order for Dayton. Shortstop Bella Lopez. First pitch, nice. Again with the off speed and drop pitches, gets a foul ball off the plate, 0-1. Here, 1 pitch, lob to the plate that time, well up out of the strike zone. Turner will look the runner back to second. Brown comes with the 1-1 and grounded back up the middle. Underhand to second. Oh no, they're going to call her safe. Play at the plate, not in time. And Dayton with another run after a ground ball back up the middle. And here comes Pete Rodriguez to argue that call. Well, not sure if he liked what he heard, but he leaves the conversation smiling, walking back to the dugout. But Dayton will tack on another run now, 4 in the inning, and it's 5-2 Pirates. Back to the top of the order for second baseman Lou Avi for Dayton. That one rolls way inside. Turner has to move over quickly to prevent the runner at second from advancing. 1-0 the count. And again, Naomi Brown misses overcorrecting high, 1-2-0. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Dayton continuing the inning on a controversial ground ball play at second. Pitches down and in. And the first hitter, Banks, has been behind 3-0 in the game. And it's leadoff hitter Lou Avi for the Pirates. Naomi Brown, second pitcher of the game for the Braves. And misses high, ball 4. And the bases are loaded with 2 outs. Emmy Riley, right fielder, batting for the Pirates with 2 outs. From Brown, low and outside. 5 straight misses for Naomi Brown. And she took a hard grounder off the bottom of her right shin shortly after coming in the bottom of the third, and she said she was okay, but now having some control issues. That pitch also a ball, but gets a swing and a miss on a pitch low and off the plate, 1-1. That one bounces well in front of the plate, 2-1, and Naomi Brown really starting to struggle with 2 outs in the top of the fourth. Grounded back to second, throw to first. Finally, the top of the fourth comes to an end, but Dayton takes the lead on 4 runs, and the Braves have some work to do offensively, down 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll be back in just a moment. Huh? Okay.
At Wana Credit Union, every individual is unique, with different needs, different wants, and different goals. This is who we are, and we live here. Our families live here. Our friends live here. This is our home, because to us, you're not a number. You're an individual. Wana Credit Union. Individuals welcome.
Banks had a 2-0 lead after the first inning, but Dayton a run in the bottom of the third, and now 4. Or a run in the top of the third, and now 4 in the top of the fourth to take a 5-2 lead. Leading off for the Braves, number 1 designated player, Addie Kennedy. First pitch misses low and away, ball 1. Late swing down the right field line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Kennedy. Addie Kennedy had already rounded second when they ruled the ball out of play. Now some discussion as to whether or not she should be at third or at second base. Dayton fans behind me say she should be at second base, but she was already past second base when the call was made that the ball was out of play, and she's going to stay at third base apparently for the time being. So Addie Kennedy with a leadoff triple to start the bottom of the fourth, and now Dayton coach wants to come in and talk about it. Lengthy delay after Dayton coaches want to continue the discussion about where Addie Kennedy was on the base paths. The ball was ruled out of play after a fly ball deep to right field that landed in fair territory but rolled well into the corner on the cart path. Now the umpires are going to talk about it again. They're going to send her back to second. Now Pete. Now Coach Pete for the Braves wants an explanation. Jeopardy. Final Jeopardy music. Five to 2 Dayton, bottom of the fourth inning. Addie Kennedy, leadoff base hit to right, whether or not it's a double or a triple, now being discussed for the third time. It rounded second when they ruled the ball out of play, and now they determined that she will be sent back to second base after back and forth between the coaches for both sides and the umpires. Batting left fielder number 12, Adeline Stewart, lifts that one foul well out of play. A couple of little girls playing just couldn't have been more than 6 feet where that ball landed. Totally oblivious. 0-1 the count. Pitch low, well in front of the plate, 1-1. Joe's bunt brings a back grounder to second. Throw to first is in time, and that will be the only play. Nice job to advance the runner on the sacrifice 4-3, as advancing to third is Addie Kennedy for the second time in the inning after we thought she had a triple to right to start the inning. And that's going to be knuckled back up the middle for a base hit. And that's going to score Addie Kennedy, and it's 5-3. Back-to-back hits for the Braves after the single to center field from Brooklyn Robinson, and that will bring up Michaela Prevost. Pitch taken for a strike all the way, 0-1. We're going to get a pinch runner at first base, designated runner. So Natalie Potter will be the runner at first base for Brooklyn Robinson. 0-1 the count to Michaela Prevost. Pitch is outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch again outside, 2-1. Throw to first, not in time. Trevo steps back in the box after the pickoff move at first. Pitch inside, 3 balls and 1 strike. And one more miss. One more miss from Baumholtz, and the tying run would be aboard, and that's called strike 2, and the throw to second is out by a mile, and now bases are clear with 2 outs. Baumholtz looking for the payoff pitch to get out of the inning, and just outside. Prevost knew it. Great eye, and quickly tosses the bat and trots down to first. That will bring the tying run to the plate with a 2-out walk. Top foul off the plate by Matty Turner. Braves first baseman, or catcher. 2 for 3. When the count, pitch low and outside, well in front of the plate. 2-0. Barrel correction, 1-1. First pitch of the at bat was fouled off the plate. Up and in, 2-1. Baumholtz maybe starting to get tired. 2-1 pitch, grounded right back to second. Underhand toss to first, the flip, or to second. The flip is in time, and that will do it for the Braves' threat in the bottom of the 4th. They do get a run back, but a couple of controversial defensive calls in this game. After 4 full innings, now Dayton 5 and Banks 3. Back in.
O'Leary Air is proudly offering Dayton Comfort Pro HVAC products. They've been serving the West Side and Greater Portland Metro since 2015. They pride themselves in getting the job done right, backed by a legacy of integrity, respect, and honesty. O'Leary Air offers competitive pricing on all their work. Give them a call today at 503-989-5251. That's 503-989-5251. Online at o'learyair.com. CCB number 239855.
And we're back top of the 5th inning. Braves trailing 5-3. Not going to say it was a right or a wrong call either way, but could have had an extra run in that inning. Addie Kennedy with what we thought was a leadoff triple to start the game. They sent her to second. Then sent her back to third. Dayton argued it, decided to send her back to second, and could have scored probably on a sacrifice in that inning. But the Braves do get one and trail 5-3 in the top of the 5th. Naomi Brown continues as the second pitcher of note for the Braves. In the top of the 5th inning, pitch misses to Baumholtz, low ball 1. late cutter, cutting inside out. Left-handed hitter, 1-1. Nice pitch, just maybe a little bit high, 2-1. Nice pitch, fooled her on a breaking ball. 2-2. That pitch had some serious drop to it. Wound up pitching or swinging on a pitch that bounced in front of the plate. 2-2. Strike three called for out number one. She can't believe it. She'll be heading back to the dugout with the first out of the inning in the top of the fifth for Dayton. Charlie Ebmeyer, third baseman, batting for the Pirates with one out in the top of the fifth. Pitch bounces inside, ball one. One out for Miss Brown, strike at the knees. Catches the bottom of the strike zone, 1-1. Draw pitch, just able to lay off it. Nice pitch, but drop a hair too late. Won the count. Two one, swung on, and that's going to drop for a bloop single to left for another base hit for the Pirates with one out. Batting number 6, Sophie Sweeney, catcher for Dayton with a runner at first after a bloop single to left. Strike right down the middle, nice pitch, 0-1. Banks 2 in the bottom of the first, 1 in the bottom of the fourth. Dayton 1 in the top of the third, 4 in the top of the fourth. And that's going to be lined all the way to the wall. Throw to third is not going to be in time. Close play, but not. It comes in on a late hop. Otherwise, they might have had a chance at the runner at third back-to-back. Base hits now for Dayton with 2 runners in scoring position and 1 out. I'll bring up first baseman number 7, Gabby Chupp. Loses the handle. That one rolls halfway between the circle and the plate. And drop too late. Stayed low, 2-0. Pitches up about letter high, 3-0 the count. The Braves really can ill afford to allow any more base runners here. In the top of the fifth, trying to keep this one close. after having an initial 2-0 lead. Up ball low and inside, ball 4, and bases are loaded with 1 out for Dayton, and they're going to bring in a new pitcher for Banks. Coming out of the bullpen area down the left field corner, that will be it for Naomi Brown. With 1 out and the bases loaded in the top of the 5th. Apparently, Amberly Richardson is going to come back in. Pitch. Pitcher for the Braves will be the starting pitcher, Amberly Richardson, taking over for Naomi Brown, who came in for her in relief. We'll be back in just a moment.
I'm Terry the Termite. My bug friends and I are scared for our lives because bugging out pest solutions can kill us in our tracks. Locally owned and operated with more than a decade of experience, they also offer wildlife and rodent control as well. If you want to help to send me to that great big delicious 2x4 in the sky, contact Bugging Out Pest Solutions 971-500-4111, email services at buggingoutpest.com or visit buggingoutpest.com.
And we're back. Amberly Richardson takes over again inside the circle for the Braves. Starter comes in for relief of the relief pitcher. First pitch is a swing and a miss. 0-1 to Hayden Bell. Five-three Dayton, 1 out top of the 5th. Up and away out of the strike zone, 1-1. Correction 2-0. And pitch skips inside, 3-0 the count. Taken all the way for a strike, 3-1 the count. Jammed her, but it's going to be popped to right field. That should score a run on the sacrifice. Play to the plate, though. Nice effort. Gets away from the catcher, Turner. At 2 outs, but a run will score on the play. It's 6-3 Dayton. The Pirates get the lead back to 3, answering the 1 run the Braves responded with bottom of the 4th. Runners at second and third for the Pirates, 2 outs. For Alexi Epmeyer in her second at bat. A little bit high from Richardson, ball 1. Kimberly's 1-0. Strike. Nice pitch. Cutting over the outside edge. 1-1. Pitches up out of the strike zone. 2-1. Strike 2 called. Richardson re-entering the game inside the circle for the Braves, looking for the payoff pitch after giving up a run in the inning, allowing Dayton to extend the lead back to 3 at 6-3, 2 outs in the top of the 5th. That one will bounce to the plate, count as full. First base is open. Full count to Lexi Epmeyer with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Lost it. Lost the hitter. Bases are loaded with 2 outs. And a 6-3 lead for Dayton. Bella Lopez, shortstop at the plate with 2 outs. Nice. Breaking ball cutter down in the strike zone for strike 1. Got one from Richardson. Wow. Pitch apparently outside, 1-1. This is way inside, 2 balls and 1 strike. Another walk here gives Dayton a 4-run lead. After scoring 2 to start the game, Banks has struggled for offense after the first inning. Nice pitch that time, count is even 2-2. And a couple of big pitches here for Kimberly Richardson with the bases loaded. 2 outs and a 2-2 count, trying to keep Dayton from tacking on another run in the top of the 5th. That one is going to roll all the way to the bag at first, close, but did not want to avoid any chance of impossible extra pitch that could lead to a base hit and another run, and it's fielded by Chloe Long and just back and touches the bag for out number 3. But Dayton does get a run back, and after 4.5, it's Pirates 6 and the Braves 3. Will return.
Do you have your next vacation planned? Whether it's time for a cruise, weekend getaway, or a bucket list resort, let Lazy Hammock Travel in North Plains help you. Lazy Hammock Travel, your passport to relaxation. Call Jason Ackerman at 503-332-5571 or visit their website, lazyhammocktravel.com. Lazy Hammock Travel, proud sponsors of Banks Braves Athletics and American Legion Baseball on Westside Mobile Media.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Banks had a 2-0 lead after 1. Dayton got a run back in the top of the 3rd. 4 in the top of the 4th to take the lead At 5-3 or 5-2, Banks tacked on a run in the bottom of the fourth to make it 5-3. But Dayton got the run back in the top of the fifth, which is where we stand now at 6-3 in the bottom of the fifth inning with Brooklyn Evans, top of the order, leading off the inning. Braves shortstop lifts one out of play, foul into the short hedge on the other side of the cart path. 0-1. Way inside as Brooklyn turns out of the way of the pitch. 1-1. And that's going to be lined to right for a leadoff single for Brooklyn Evans. And Braves are in business with a leadoff base runner in the bottom of the fifth. Naomi Brown, 1 for 2 in the contest. Had the first hit of the game for the Braves that was eventually the first run of the game as well. Shows bunt. It's going to be off the helmet. And Evans is going to take a turn and a look at third. Throw back to second, not in time. And now the Braves have a runner in scoring position and nobody out. Outside 2-0. Oh, and it's going to be off her helmet. The Braves are going to have the tying run at the plate with nobody out in the bottom of the fifth. And Baumholtz maybe starting to get overworked. That pitch went right off the bill of the helmet of Naomi Brown. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Leadoff single for Brooklyn Evans, and Naomi Brown getting hit by a pitch. Sydney Phillips tying run at the plate with nobody out. Baumholtz will stay in. Loses the handle. It gets away from the catcher. No throw. Both runners advance into scoring position. Braves trailing 6-3, but something going here in the bottom of the fifth. Off single for Brooklyn Evans. Brown hit by a pitch off the bill of her helmet, and both runners advanced after a fastball wild pitch. Phillips with a 2-0 count, and runners in scoring position. Nobody out, and that one got a lot on it, but it's high into the right side of the back screen. This is lifted, foul out of play. Black steel fencing, 2-2. The outfield should score 2. And pitches outside, count is full. Three-two, turns on one, grounder to third. The throw to first is in time for the first out of the inning, but Braves get a run back, and it's 6-4. Pitch is lifted up, straight back into the parking lot, 0-1. And we have an official's timeout as plate umpire has ran out of softballs. Chloe Long, the hitter, with a 1-strike count. Runner at third, one out for Banks after sacrifice grounder to third a moment ago. Naomi Brown, the lone runner on the base paths. 1 for 2. Had the first hit of the game for the Braves and also hit by a pitch in her at bat this inning. Pitch is low, rolled to the plate, 1-1. One pitch, check swing, foul. The railing off of first, 1-2. Pitch for Baumholtz to try to keep this a 2-run game, would be the second out of the inning, and she loses the handle, rolls all the way to the plate, 2-2. Two from Baumholtz. Swung on and jammed her, popped up down the left field line, and not able to get there in time. Count still 2-2 to Braves first baseman Chloe Long. Swung on and lifted again. Out of play foul. The opposite side. Off of first, still 2-2. Been an entertaining contest. Banks had a 2-0 lead. Dayton responded. 5 straight runs, and then the teams have been trading solo runs in each of the last 2 innings. Banks trying to get even further into the Dayton lead and pick up one more run here in bottom of the 5th. Runner at third with already a run in on a sacrifice grounder to third. Baumholtz swung on, grounded past the shortstop. Naomi Brown's going to score. Chloe Long cuts the Dayton lead to 6-5. Still just one out in the tying run at first, and that may be it for Baumholtz. That will be it for Rachel Baumholtz. She'll stay in the game and move to right field. Coming in for Dayton, pitching number 17, Charlie Upmeyer coming in from third base. We'll take a break. Be back after this pitching.
Banks Post newspaper is the official news provider of West Side's greatest hits. Listen hourly for West Side news from the Banks Post newsroom. Banks Post newspaper covers Banks, Manning, Buxton, Roy, and surrounding western Washington County communities. If you'd like more information on the Banks Post or want to pick up a copy, visit a local business today. You can also visit their website at bankspost.com or their Facebook page, Banks Post.
And we're back. Bottom of the fifth inning. Braves trailing 6-5. Banks had a 2-0 lead after one. Dayton cut it to 2-1 in the top of the third and then got 4 in the fourth and 1 in the fifth to take a 5-2 lead. Banks got a run back last inning, and then Dayton responded with a run here in the top here in the fifth inning. Banks now in the bottom of the fifth inning, already with 2 runs in and only 1 out. Jammed her on a 1-0 pitch down and the shallow right for out number 2. Chloe Long still at first. Batting for Banks, Adeline Stewart pitches outside, ball 1. And that's going to drop. Oh, no. Ball had some late speed to it. Looked like it was going to drop well into shallow center field, but on the line, caught for the third out of the inning, but Banks gets 2 runs back. And staying close with Dayton headed to the top of the 6th inning. It's Dayton 6, Braves now 5. Braves now 5 will be back in just Legacy Roofing can save your home from leaks, mold, and other issues related to an older roof, preventing future roof issues, saving you thousands of dollars. They use only the most trusted materials backed by an excellent warranty that is transferred if you ever sell your home. Legacy is tops in their field, earning the GAF Master Elite certification and the Golden Pledge warranty. For more information or to get a free quote, call 503-357-7663 today. Leading off the top of the 6th for Dayton, starting second baseman Lou Avi. First pitch dropped too late, 1-0. Nice pitch, looked right about knee high, but apparently still too low to know the count. Richardson gets a slap foul out of Avi off the third base side, 2-1. one from Richardson right down the pipe, 2-2. Why she didn't pull the trigger on that? Two from Richardson. Loses the grip. Lobs it to the plate. Count is full. 3-2. 3-2. Shatter from both sides. 3-2 the count. Off hitter, and that's going to be bounce all the way to the wall. Rolls to the fence on one hop. Nice hit. Nearly left the yard from Avi. But we'll put Dayton. Great scoring opportunity with a leadoff double for Lou Avi. Bringing up Emmy Riley, the starting right fielder. Outside, they're going to look the runner back to second. One 0 from Richardson again outside. Throw down to second. 2-0 the count. To Emmy Riley. Goes bunt. Richardson loses the handle. Throw to third late. Gets away from Evans anyway. And now Dayton has a runner at third. Nobody out. First strike at the bat. First strike of the at bat taken. 3-1. Bunted. Throw to first is in time for the first out, but that will be a sacrifice 4-3 or 1-3. No, it was a second baseman coming in on the bunt. 4-3 on the putout, 1 out for Dayton, now up 7-5. Outside to Baumholtz, now playing in right field after starting in the circle for Dayton. This is outside, 2-0. Base is empty. Dayton back to a 2-run lead at 7-5. Nice pitch taken about just high, 2-1. Richardson comes to the plate outside, 3-1. Lifted to center field, and that's going to leave the ballpark. Baumholtz with a solo shot to straightaway center field, and the lead is back to 3 for Dayton at 8-5. Banks has been able to stay within striking distance through much of this game, but gave up a 2-0 lead through the middle innings. Now have to make sure they do not give up any more runs to stay within striking distance. Top of the sixth, trailing 8-5. You know the count to first baseman. For correction, third baseman Charlie Hubmeyer. Pitch down and away for strike one. Late swing on a pitch off the plate outside. Throw to first on the grounder. To second is in time for out number 2. Just outside on the first pitch to Sophie Sweeney, Pirates catcher, 1-0. Like a nice drop pitch, but misses down and in apparently, 2-0. Up in the strike zone, 3-0 the count. To Sophie Sweeney, Pirates catcher. Taken all the way, strike at the knees, 3-1. Lined over the head of the shortstop Evans for another base hit. Single to left for Sophie Sweeney, bringing up Gabby Chupp, Pirates first baseman. Nice cutter over the outside edge from Richardson, 0-1. Just outside, 1-1. Has got to keep Dayton within 2 or 3 runs to have a chance here in the final 2 innings. This is way inside, 2-1. Richardson, the 2-1 pitch. Loses it. It rolls to the plate. They're going to look the runner back to first, 3-1. And that's going to reach the gap up the middle. And runners at first and second, 2 outs for Dayton. Batting number 12, left fielder Hayden Bell. Pitch a little bit up, ball 1. And misses outside, 2-0. Started this game, came out in place of Naomi Brown in relief. First strike of the at bat taken. Came out through the middle innings and being replaced by Naomi Brown. One of the first pitches Naomi Brown saw, took one off the shin, and then had to come back. And oh! There's a web gem robbing Dayton of a base hit, and at least 1 run to keep this to a 3-run game. Naomi Brown extending to her right, keeping that one off the ground, and Dayton gets 2 runs back to get the lead back to 3. But could have been much worse for the Braves. Top of the 6th. Dayton 8, Banks 5. We'll be back.
Divine Home Solutions can upgrade your kitchen with quality cabinets. Divine Home Solution focuses on quick turnaround time from lead to completion. They also have luxury vinyl plank flooring as well. Don't just make your kitchen beautiful, make it divine. Divine Home Solutions, 971-407-6742 or 971-325-7759 and online at divinehome.solutions.
Bottom of the 6th inning. Dayton 8, Banks 5. Dayton had 2 outs with runners at first and second. And Naomi Brown, Banks' second baseman, diving to her right, robbing the Pirates of what would have been at least a base hit and 1 run. First pitch to Brooklyn Robinson. Gets one down into right field for a leadoff single. Michaela Prevost started the game in right. Pitch a little bit up and in, ball 1. This is way inside, backs her off the plate, 2-0. Late called strike. 2-1 over the outer edge. Swung on and missed late. Count is even, 2-2. Up, nice pitch. Prevost couldn't pull the trigger and out number one with a runner at first. Lillian Potter coming in for her first at bat for Banks. Runner at first, one out for Lillian Potter. Joe's bunt brings a back pitch at the knees outside, 0-1. That one's bunted foul. On a pitch outside, 0-2. Baseball tomorrow at home against St. Helens. Softball at home Friday against the Lions. He was outside, up, out of the strike zone, 1-2. And swings at a pitch that may have been off the plate, out number 2. Brooklyn Evans, 2 outs. And that's going to be lined to center field for out number 3. Braves do get a base runner, but unable to advance past first. Braves down to their final 3 outs, trailing by 3. Coming to the plate in the top of the 7th.
The Army National Guard plays a vital role in your community. We're on the front lines supporting essential personnel, first responders, law enforcement, and medical professionals, delivering food, supplies, and medicine, keeping communities safe, making a difference. During emergencies, we're always ready, always there. Learn more about part-time service in the Army National Guard at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Oregon Army National Guard, aired by the Oregon Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Top of the 7th inning, Dayton at the plate trying to get some insurance up, 3 runs in the final inning. Richardson's pitch drops down and in front of the plate. Ball 1. Lexi Epmeyer off the bench, her third at bat for the Pirates. Lobbed up high off the plate, 2-0. Backs are off the plate inside 3-0. And bounced in front of the plate off the left side for a 4-pitch walk. Time has been called, and Richardson again for the second time will come out, and it's back to Naomi Brown. Pitching change for the Braves. Dayton 8, Banks 5, runner at first for the Pirates in the top of the 7th. We'll be back. And we're back 8-5 Dayton after the Braves pitching change back to Naomi Brown. Both Emberly Richardson, who started, and Naomi Brown, who came in relief, have both been inside the circle twice for Banks. Pitch is high, ball 1. Dayton hitter Bella Lopez, shortstop. Pitch for strike. About letter high, 1-1. And goes down and gets one, but takes her time to do it. And it's fouled off the first base side, 1-2. That one bounces in front of the plate, takes off the umpire's mask, and the runner will advance to second. Dayton now a runner in scoring position, still nobody out. 2-2 the count. Grounded to second, throw to first in time, throw to third. Will not even be close. Chloe Long late on the runner at third, but they do get the out on the grounder at second. Brown, nice pitch, late break. 0-1. And that's going to get all the way to the fence. Dayton's going to have their largest lead of the game at the worst possible time. Throw to second, not in time. On an RBI double. from Lou Avi, and it's 9-5 Dayton. Went on Monday 9-6 over Seaside, almost the same score now, but the opposite side. Banks had a 2-0 lead after the first inning. First pitch, late swing, 0-1. Fouled straight back just above us over the top of the canopy, 1-1, 0-2. Pitch misses outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Down and in as it skips to the plate, 2-2. Two pitch. Close. Maybe a little bit high. Count is full. Into the count to Tony Mullins. Pitch is lifted to shallow right center, and another base hit for Dayton. Throw to third late. Runners at the corners, still just 1 out for Dayton. Batting number 14, Rachel Baumholtz, starting pitcher. Was bunt and nearly caught. The 0-1 is up and away, and they're going to allow Tony Mullins to take second, 1-1. Taking their largest lead coming here in the top of the 7th at 4 runs, 9-5. Baumholtz shows bunt, pitches high, 2-1. Two one from Naomi, swung on and missed. Nice fastball low, 2-2. Two pitch again, close. Apparently misses high. Throw back to second, gets away. Play to the plate. Throw to the plate, not in time, and another run scores. Count is full 3-2. Ten-5 Dayton, top of the 7th. Pitch lifted down the left field line, and it's going to drift foul. Count remains full, 3-2, 1 out, runner at second for the Pirates, top of the 7th. Fouled straight back. And lifted to left. And making the catch, throw back to second in time. So Dayton does pick up a couple more runs, but the Braves end it on a 7-4 double play on a fly ball to left and a throw to the bag to catch the runner napping a couple of feet off of second, and Braves down to their final opportunity, trailing their largest deficit of the game, 10-5, down to their final 3 outs.
Jim's Market in Banks is an institution serving the community for generations. They're actively involved in events and athletics from the youth league to high school level. Let them serve you with their locally grown fresh produce, fresh bakery items, including custom cakes, and quick hot food from their in-store deli. Jim's Market, conveniently located at the south entrance to Banks.
10-5 Dayton, bottom of the 7th inning. Banks has used 4 different pitchers, but they've only used 2 different people. Emberly Richardson getting the start, then came in relief of relief pitcher Naomi Brown, and then Naomi Brown came in for Richardson again. And that's who's at the plate now, Naomi Brown, who started the game at second base. First pitch inside, ball 1. Strike taken at the knees, 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch fouled straight back right at us off the back screen in front of the game changer camera. Foul out of play off the top. Steel fence 1 and 2. One-two pitch late. Pitch is low, 2-2. Charlie Hepmeyer in the circle for Dayton. Jams Naomi Brown. On that one, foul opposite side. Still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch is swung on, and it's going to drop. Shallow right field, diving back to the bag. Naomi Brown, a leadoff single. In the bottom of the 7th. No quit for these ladies. And Sydney Phillips steps in with a runner at first. Nice pitch over the outer half, 0-1. Turns on one inside off the plate. Rips it foul, 0-2. Going off the plate, 1-2 strikes. Naomi Brown, the runner at first after a base hit to right field to open the bottom of the seventh. Popped up. Will drift just over the back screen and skip off the path. Next to the Pirates dugout off of first. Still 1-2. Charlie Ebmeyer's pitch just misses. 2 strikes. Nice battle here from Sydney Phillips. Count even, 2 strikes. Pitch is driven the other way to left center. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Actually, that ball did not bounce. It's going to be over the wall for a 2-run shot to left. Still nobody out, and it's a 10-7 game. Chloe Long, Braves first baseman, nobody out. Braves trailing by 3 after the 2-run shot from Sid. Pitch is just outside off the plate, ball 1. Pitch taken all the way, 1-1. One pitch. Jammed her, fouled straight back off of the umpire's chest protector. They have gotten a stinger. He's trying to work out his right elbow. 1-2 the count to Chloe Long. Pitch taken for strike 3, out number 1. Braves still trying for a walk-off rally after a 2-run shot from Sydney Phillips first out of the inning. Addie Kennedy takes strike 1. The 0-1 pitch popped her up. Racing in to make the catch. Center fielder Hayden Bell. Now the Braves down to their final out. Pitch taken low and away. Ball 1. To Adeline Stewart. 1-0 is lined over the head of the second baseman. And the Braves continue the rally. Now will be up to Brooklyn Robinson. Pitch just misses below the knees. The 1-0 from Charlie, grounded to third, throw to first. Not in time! Close play, slow roller to third. Throw to first, not in time. Runners at first and second. Tying run at the plate, 2 outs. For Michaela Prevost. Pitch outside. Pitch outside. Pitch up and off the plate, 2-0. Swung on and missed. On a breaking ball down and in, 2-1. Pitch misses down and in, ball 3. Oh! Late called strike on a pitch that looked off the plate. Count is full. Lined over the pitcher's head, but the toss to second, not in time. It skipped to the bag. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th. And Brooklyn Evans, one of the Braves' best hitters at the plate, with 2 outs, and a chance to win it. Braves trailed 10-5 to start the inning. Sidney Phillips with a 2-run shot to left center got the Braves within 10-7, and with 2 outs, the Braves have battled all the way back to load the bases, and a chance. We thought Brooklyn Evans was coming to the plate. It's actually going to be number 5, Maddie Turner, Braves catcher. First pitch swung on and missed. Strike 2, another swing coming up empty. Braves down to their final pitch. Turner just gets a piece of it off the catcher's mask, still 0-2. Turner steps back in the box. The 0-2. Swung on down the right field line, and it's going to be caught. Dayton holds on, and I do mean hold on barely. Led by as many as 5 entering the bottom of the 7th. Sydney Phillips, a 2-run shot. Braves had the bases loaded with 2 outs, but a pop fly down the right field line from Madison Turner to end it sends the Braves to their first loss of the season. Final score, Dayton 10, Banks 5. Two teams could meet each other again much later in the season, come playoff time in Banks' final season of 3A softball. That'll do it for us. Final score from Hillsborough Stadium. Dayton 10, Banks 7. We hope you join us for more Great Banks High School athletics as tomorrow night, starting at 4:30, the Banks Braves baseball. Braves return to the Diamond for their first true home game of the season as they take on the St. Helens Lions. We hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast despite the outcome. Good night and God bless. Thank you.